Guys, it's the review squad here. Dun, dun, dun. Today we're reviewing. Yeah, you sure this is a good idea? Guys, we've been holding off this review for too long. It's been 3 months since we finished the show. Yoshi's right, guys. Just man up and do it, okay?
Okay, fine. Can I introduce it? Okay. Today, we're going to talk about the anime series, Date A Live.
And that's right, we watch anime, so diss us in the comments all you want, but we're not gonna care. The point is... What was the point? Oh, the point is, Date A Live is one of the greatest anime the director has ever seen. And we've ever seen. Though, I'm gonna be honest with you, the only anime we've ever seen was the Godzilla anime movie. Movie, not movies. We only had the mental capacity to watch one. The other two... We don't want to see them yet. We're not mentally prepared. Anyway, we also only watched the Pokemon anime, so this review is coming from a dude who's only ever seen 2 animes in his entire life.
Yeah, anyway, Date A Live is a harem, and if you don't know, a harem is an anime series in which some of the characters most of the characters are in love with the main character. So almost nothing like real life. I mean, it could be like real life in Japan. Does that kind of stuff happen in Japan? Because if so, that's I'm very concerned about the population.
It's nice that you're concerned about the own country your father destroyed in 1954.
Well, I don't know if that was a compliment or a roast. The point is, the story follows a boy named Shido as he discovers that his sister Kotori, I think it's Kotori, is basically working for this organization. Like, think about the SCP Foundation, but not as intense.
Oh, and not as cool. And not as complicated. So basically, Shido has one operation. He has to hunt down spirits, entities from another world who came crashing down to Earth and could cause a serious harm to it. So, what does Shido do? Does he, do what the SCP Foundation does and properly contain the creatures by using Scranton reality anchors?
Nope. His mission is he has to make the spirits fall in love with him.
Which is one of the stupidest ideas I've ever heard. But then I have to remember, this is Japan. Japan's can be... How do I say this without being racist? Japan, you know how Japan is, people. They're sometimes illogical, but they do produce epic stuff like Gundam, Godzilla, Gamera, Evangelion.
Anyways, so yeah, Shido has to hunt down the spirits. So we're gonna go through each season as we like it.
Yeah, the first season, we thought it was a great start to the series. It was a great start to the series. We think Tonka is best girl, so don't add us, okay? Don't add us.
Yep, Tonka is best girl. Anyway, the first season, it turns out Kotori is actually a spirit herself or something.
Okay, so get this. In order to seal the spirit's power, he has to kiss the spirit.
Now I think about it, why don't they just hire a bunch of random teenagers from Shido's school and have them do it instead of having one guy do it? Yeah, it seems kind of hard to do an entire thing by yourself.
Guys, this is a harem series. What do you think harem means? The point is, in the second season, things get complicated from there. There's these twin spirits that turn out to be that they're actually one spirit, but one of them will disappear, though they end up not disappearing. Then there's this one spirit, I forgot her name, I think it was like Yuki something. Basically, turns out she was originally a human before some kind of Michael Jackson, Justin Bieber charades happened. And unfortunately, her career got destroyed.
Yeah, so turns she uses her mind control powers to control she's planning on enslaving half of humanity. If the SCP Foundation was in the situation, I'm pretty sure they would take care of it pretty quickly. Yeah, that is true.
Anyway, the point is... why do I keep saying the point is?
Anyway, in the end, it turns out this company called DEM is trying to see Tonka's power level or something. I don't know. The dialogue... I watched the stuff for the action sequences, not the plot. Oh, by the way, we should probably mention this anime is a little erotic, but we watch it for the plot. We swear to God, we're not like that. We watch the show. We watch the show for the plot.
Yeah. Anyway, also, it turns out Shido has another girl who has a crush on him, Origami, who works for some ASP, a spirit, anti-spirit protection or something. Well, I don't know. Anyway, we'll get back to her in a minute. Yeah, in the third season, another spirit reveals, I think I don't know her name. She has the power to turn into people. Not to mention, I don't know, she was a dick in the first couple of episodes, but then she grew nice, I guess. Then there was this whole time travel charade. As it turns out, Origami wanted to kill the spirits because they killed her parents. So she went back. So she decided to go to find this spirit named what was it? No, wait a minute. Was Cordery the bad one or their sister? Actually, I don't remember now. It's been so long since we've seen the show. Dang it, guys! I told you. Wait, I didn't tell you. You guys all told us. Yes, I told you guys. We shouldn't have put off this review till now. It's been 3 months since we watched the show, and I don't want to look at the character profiles again to review it. Our search history, my computer search history is already suspicious enough without looking up anime. Godzilla, why is your search history already suspicious enough? Yeah, what have you been looking up, man? The point is, so there's this other evil spirit chick who wants to steal Shido's life energy, and I wasn't paying attention much to the plot. Yeah, like we said, it's been a long time. Like we said, it's been an incredibly long time since we watched the series. Sorry, this review is like 3 months late. Yeah, we watched the TV show back in the summer. Anyway, anywho's, so Origami decides to do some time travel charades to stop the spirit from killing her parents. But as it turns out, she killed her own parents in an attempt to save them. Yeah, so then she comes back to the past. She's unspoken to. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Anyway, so Shido goes back in time again to try to stop her from killing her own parents, which makes no sense, by the way. Let me explain something. That is not how time travel works. Yes, guys. Tranodon's right. Is he right? I don't know. I don't know about time travel. Actually, I hate to break it to you, but I don't know much about time travel either. Can we get an expert in the room? Okay, so after a brief discussion, we discovered how time travel works. Here's the problem. So Shockman, if you love Shockman, don't you? Shockman told us that, well, that's not exactly how time travel works. See, Origami hypothetically could go back in time and save her parents, but nothing in her timeline would have changed. Yeah, apparently. See, the thing about like this, guys. If Origami went back in time and successfully did save her parents, so her parents didn't, after she did save her parents, so her parents didn't die. But if her parents never died in that exact event, then there wouldn't have been a reason to go back in time in the first place. Meaning she couldn't go back in time to save her parents. Yeah, and don't add us that it will cause a time loop thing. No, no. Instead, I'm pretty sure the Shockman told us that the universe corrects itself by creating an alternate timeline. An alternate timeline. There's an alternate time. Now there would be an alternate timeline where Origami did save her parents and they did survive. But unfortunately, her timeline would stay the same. Unfortunately, the show ignored those basic time travel rules, and Shido saved Origami's parents, changing the past and stuff. Sometimes shows do different things of time travel. Yeah, but the way we just mentioned is how we accept time travel works. Yeah. Anyway, so it turns out Origami's parents died in a car crash a year later. Zooey mama. Yeah, that's the part where I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? She literally went back in time, saved her parents, but then they end up dying. What's the point of saving some? What is the point of going back in time to save someone if they're just gonna die a year later? Godzilla, calm down. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so Origami becomes a spirit. Turns out Origami becomes a spirit. Shido kisses her. Everything goes back to normal. Then something in the final conclusion happens where Shido has powers now and blah blah blah. Basically, the ending revolves around Tonka about to kiss Shido and some stuff. Ending was really nice. I cannot wait for season 4. Guys, remember, the anime takes such a long time to produce. And before we get into a reason why the anime takes a long time to produce, we're going to talk about the movie.
Data Live Mira's Judgment was a great anime movie. There's just one thing I don't. All right, so I'm gonna say this once. I don't really enjoy anime movies that much. I will enjoy anime movies if they acknowledge past events. What do you mean, Godzilla? Think about it. All right, so the problem I have with most anime movies is that every anime movie I've seen, well, so far, has never acknowledged the past. Every time an anime movie is released, but then a new episodes of the same show it's a part of release, I don't like how in the show they never acknowledge the events of the movie. Yeah, like in the Pokemon anime. Every time there's a movie, there's always a movie, and after the movie, they never acknowledge those events. The TV show never, the characters in the TV show never acknowledge the events in the movie. Like, what's up with that? Did those events in the movie take place in an alternate timeline? That's what I'm judging. I mean, I understand that we understand not all anime movies do this, but still. The point is, Mira's Judgment was a great anime movie. Yeah, basically some girl called Mira who was a combination of all of the spirit's powers, had the ability, couldn't control her angel, an entity who shares some of her power. Now, we didn't like how. Now, first of all, I'm confused, and this may have been our own stupidity, but how did Shido know about Mira and who she was? Yeah, I tell us in the comments. Now, we're not experts because we watched the show like 3 months ago, and it could just be our stupidity for not paying attention to the movie. I don't know, I think he, recognized her or something? I don't know. I also don't like how Mira barely does anything in the movie. Like, you'd think she'd be a main antagonist, but no, the movie's just about pleasing the other spirit's powers. Yeah. We also like the poster. The poster was pretty great. Yeah, that's what I love about anime movies. Me too. In anime movies, the posters are always the best part of the movie because you're all like, oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen in this film. I remember Godzilla, Yoshi, and Brachiosaurus were going down to the movie theater, and it turns out the movie was having some kind of anime festival for anime movies. And we saw the posters, and we were all like, ah man, those posters look incredible. Unfortunately, we didn't see the anime movies. We went to go see the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark that day. And no, we will not be reviewing that film. It does not meet the criteria of movies we review. Unfortunately. Okay, so now that we reviewed everything about Data Live, I think we should tell you why it takes so long to be produced. See, Data Live is actually based off of a novel series. Yep. This guy writes novels about Data Live. He releases 2 a year. Now, the reason the show takes so long to make is because in order for a full season of this show to be made, they need 4 novels. They need to base it off of 4 novels. And unfortunately, since only 2 novels come out a year, it takes a long time. Alright, so that means episodes will probably come out in 2021. Yeah, which is it's only 2 years, but still. I should probably mention this, but we don't know if that's gonna happen in 2021. Alright, I remember now. Here's a little fun fact. Data Live actually first premiered in 2013, had another season in 2014, and then nothing happened. 2015, 16, 17, nothing. 18, nothing. The show, that's right, folks. This anime went on a 4-year hiatus before it finally got new episodes in early 2019. So glad we decided to watch the. I am just so happy that we managed to watch the show when it was getting new this year in 2019 instead of later. Yeah, we would have been surely disappointed. Yep. Indeed. I wonder why the show went on wait, is that 4 years? Yeah, I wonder why the show went on a 4-year hiatus. Maybe they were trying to wait for more novels to come before they make the movie. I mean, before they, made it. What was I gonna say? Oh, but don't worry, guys. They are making something. I was reading my internet when it turns out there's a new Data Live project going on. I don't know if it's an original video animation or OVA or a new series or a movie, but it's promising to be good. Ooh, I can't wait for that. Also, here's a fun fact. There's more novels in the anime, but you expect us to read the novels?
Who do you think we are? What Brachiosaurus is basically trying to say is we don't know how to read the novels. This is one of those series that you should... Alright, so Stayed Alive is one of those many series where it's important that you read the book before you watch the movie. Yeah, there are many series like this. For example, Lord of the Rings, Goosebumps, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. What else is there? I think that's mainly it. Princess movies. Yeah, Stayed Alive is one of those. You gotta read the book before you watch the TV show. Because they tend to change a lot. I don't know if they... Now, the problem is, we don't know if they changed a lot because, we're too lazy to read the novels. It's not that we're lazy, it's just that we don't know where to get the novels. Yeah, they're Japanese novels. We don't even know if there's an official English translation. Besides, we don't know where to begin. We've already watched the anime. We already watched 3 seasons of the anime. And so, let's see. So, if it takes 4 to make 1 season of this anime. Let's see, yeah, that's... So we've already read 6... I think we've already read 6... basically read 16 of the novels. Well, we don't know that. I don't know if it was 2 a year or 4 a year. What did he say? It needed 4 novels to make a full series? I don't remember. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Reading the novels would just mean we basically rewatching the show again. And we're not going to do that. I hear there's a new video game coming out. Should we get it? I don't know, guys. Should we get the video game? We'll decide on that later. Fun fact, there was also a manga based on the Stayed Alive. But the manga was cancelled with Shido's first date with Tonka. Because the creator got a disease. And we don't know if he's dead. Jesus Christ, the universe just loves messing with this series. The point is, Stayed Alive is a great series, and we recommend you check it out. And thanks for watching this episode of the Review Squad.